Imagine waking up one morning to find out that your dream of living in the United States, working legally, starting a family, building a life, has suddenly slipped through your fingers.
No warning. No preparation. Just gone.
That's the potential reality facing millions of hopeful immigrants from Asia in 2025. Quietly, without fanfare, the U.S. is re-evaluating who it lets in and who it locks out. Welcome back to Continental Explorer, the channel where we dissect global migration, politics, and the forces shaping our interconnected world. Today, we're diving into 7 Asian countries that are dangerously close to losing access to U.S. green cards, and why this matters not just for them, but for the entire global order.
1. The Philippines.
The Philippines has always had a special relationship with the United States, a deep-rooted historical connection built on colonization, war, and military alliances. In fact, Filipino immigrants make up one of the largest Asian communities in America today. But lately, that relationship has grown tense. Increased U.S. military presence in the South China Sea, controversial joint drills, and the Philippines' shifting loyalties between the West and China have triggered internal backlash.
Meanwhile, U.S. immigration services have flagged concerns over visa overstays, marriage fraud, and undocumented workers.
In 2025, analysts warn that the Philippines may face a freeze on certain family-based and employment-based green cards, especially if diplomatic tensions spike further or the U.S. prioritizes its immigration quotas elsewhere.
2. Pakistan. Pakistan has long walked a tightrope with the United States, a key ally in the war on terror, yet constantly under scrutiny for alleged links to extremism. Despite thousands of Pakistani professionals in America contributing in medicine, IT, and education, the country remains on multiple U.S. watch lists. In 2025, internal memos suggest that new DHS vetting protocols could disproportionately target Pakistanis, especially young male applicants. Concerns over identity fraud, radicalization risks, and unvetted family reunification cases are leading to serious talk of curbing green card approvals. If implemented, this could hit the Pakistani diaspora hard, especially those wading through decade-long family petitions. 3. North Korea.
While North Korea doesn't have a large immigrant population, its inclusion here is symbolic and crucial. As of 2025, the U.S. has zero formal immigration relations with North Korea. The few defectors or humanitarian parolees who make it through face extraordinary vetting, often routed through South Korea or China.
However, a new legislative proposal seeks to eliminate even those rare humanitarian pathways, citing national security and diplomatic stalemate.
If passed, this would effectively shut out all North Koreans, even those escaping torture or seeking asylum, a move that human rights advocates warn could set a dangerous precedent.
4. Myanmar. Once on a path to democracy, Myanmar has descended into chaos after its 2021 military coup.
The junta's violent suppression of dissent has triggered waves of refugees and asylum seekers. While the U.S. initially welcomed many under temporary protected status, TPS, and humanitarian programs, that openness is changing. In 2025, the State Department is reviewing refugee flows from Myanmar, citing documentation issues, fraud concerns, and the difficulty of verifying identities in a country engulfed by civil war. Green card approvals, especially for ethnic minorities like the Rohingya, are now facing longer processing delays and higher denial rates, putting thousands in legal limbo.
5. Iran. Iran has been under U.S.
sanctions for decades, but under the Trump and now subsequent administrations, green card access has quietly shrunk. Though the Biden administration briefly reversed some travel restrictions, 2025 brings new threats, with fresh geopolitical tensions over nuclear ambitions, cyber operations, and proxy conflicts. The U.S. is reportedly considering limiting immigrant visas for Iranians, particularly those in STEM fields, citing espionage risks. Many Iranians already face long administrative processing times and opaque denials. If current proposals pass, it may become nearly impossible for Iranian nationals to secure green cards, even those with American spouses or advanced degrees.
6. Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, one of the most densely populated countries in the world, has seen a steady rise in green card applications, particularly through family reunification and the diversity visa program.
However, in 2025, U.S.
immigration authorities are reassessing country-based quotas, and Bangladesh may be hit hard. Citing high fraud rates, sponsorship inconsistencies, and overstay concerns, DHS is proposing stricter scrutiny on Bangladeshi applicants. With India and China already eating up a massive share of the annual green card allotment, Bangladeshis are being pushed to the back of the line, and some may be removed from the diversity visa program altogether.
7. Lebanon.
Lebanon might not be the first country that comes to mind when thinking about Asia, but technically, it's part of Western Asia and its people are caught in a geopolitical storm. The U.S. has long labeled Hezbollah, a powerful Lebanese political and military faction, as a terrorist organization. This association has hurt thousands of innocent Lebanese applicants. In 2025, leaked cables suggest the State Department may suspend or drastically reduce green card issuances to Lebanese nationals, especially those applying from regions known for Hezbollah influence. Even highly educated professionals and business investors are being red-flagged, showing how geopolitics can hijack immigration policy and leave families stranded in uncertainty.
These aren't just immigration stories.
They're stories about power, fear, global alliances, and the people left behind. From tech engineers in Lahore, to nurses in Manila, to persecuted minorities in Yangon, millions are watching the gates to the American dream slowly, silently close. And while some closures are justified by national security or diplomatic tensions, others are simply the result of bureaucratic neglect or political bias.
Will 2025 be the year that green cards become a privilege only for the few? Or is there still hope for fairness, transparency, and humanity in the U.S. immigration system? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
And if you found this breakdown eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
We're Continental Explorer, exposing the hidden currents that move our world.